Welcome to Hot Takes with Martin Aquatic, where we get some hot takes from our team members as we take on some hot wings. Joining us today are JT, Dallas, and Jared. Thank you guys for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So, not sure if you guys are aware kind of what we're doing, but we're going to work our way through part of our company's Christmas gift, where we're going to actually go through, and we're going to go, if you guys look on your plate, you'll notice there's an arrow. So we're going to go left to right. So do not start on the far right. It will be a very long hot take session for that. So with that, we're gonna just dive in. We're gonna do our first wings. Our first wing is 0 entry. So on our flavor scale, it's mild. So it's a good appetizer, table setter, little bit of heat. So if you guys want to grab your wing, go ahead and dig in. Bite, as I mentioned, be careful. Had so many wings. Now find out. You guys feel flavor? You feel heat? Just normal chicken?
There's chicken. Some flavor.
All right, that's pretty good.
I don't think mine had any sauce.
Okay. We'll see. If you got a no sauce batch, Annie's going to be in trouble.
Okay.
So Annie's the reoccurring joke of the whole show. As things go wrong, we blame Annie, but she's done a great job. So as we ask question, first question, JT, the company was started by my dad, who somehow was absent today and missed all of this filming, even though he was on the schedule. And so after 10 years of him running the company kind of himself, he brought you in, employee number 1. How has Martin Aquatic changed since you started 26 years ago?
27 years.
27 years ago? That's pretty close. I've had 40 hot wings of incredible flavor, so I feel that I'm doing pretty good.
It took 27 years to get a whole plate of hot wings. No, drastic changes. I mean, it took a number of years to even have that many employees. Right? So now to look around and we don't have empty chairs.
Yep.
It's an amazing transformation, and we've been blessed. We have awesome people, and we continue to add awesome people to that team every day.
Yep. That's great. In that, when you started, we were working on Coronado Springs as a project. But what was compared to what we're working on now, were the projects that we were doing back then same level, same scale, or how would you equate complexity of JT and Ken versus the 50 of us now?
Great question. The first few years that I was with the company, a project like Coronado that had 20-some bodies of water was one project a year. The other 120-some projects a year were single bodies of water. And so we could crank through those one at a time. Today, we've got project managers that are independently running 10 times that in a year. So with the team that we've built and the support that we've built, we're just on a completely different exponential plane of operation.
Yeah, that's great. How'd you guys feel? Wing 1. No heat. JT said no sauce.
It's good. I'm gonna finish this one.
Good to finish that one. So as you're finishing that, we're gonna go to sauce 2. So as we ramp up, this is called heat wave. On our temperature scale, it says sizzling. So I'll go ahead and this is once again wing 2. Unlike people earlier in this filming, I'm not tricking you. This is the normal order to eat. People seem to think that we're tricking them. So if you guys want to grab wing 2, we'll take a bite, and then we'll ask another question. Oh, it's too big a bite. So Jarrett, I'm sure that, especially because I know that we have fancy titles running below our name right now as I'm talking, people may have said Toavs. What's that? No, it's tapes. But people would have figured out that you're JT's son. Not only that, you were one of our first interns.
I was,
who was with us. So tell us about doing an internship with us, and then you went to school, different path, much like all aquatic engineers at Martin Aquatic. Nobody went to school for aquatics. How'd you what brought you back, or what made you kind of want to come work here?
So I got the opportunity. Diego and Victor reached out to me after I finished school I was doing engineering in high school, did the internship, and then went to college for game design. And that job market was just not good, not in good shape. There's like thousands of people applying to like all these jobs and didn't even hear any responses. But then when Diego and Victor reached out to me, they were talking to me about doing some like 3D modeling and stuff. And I was like, that's pretty similar to what I was doing at school. I did some classes on different programs, but same concepts. And I was like, I'll give it a shot. I know it's a good company. You've been working there my whole life. So ever since before I was born.
Before you were born.
Before I was born. So I was like, why not? It'll be a good move.
Good. How you guys feel about Wing 2? Feel like, JT, you're still holding on to it. I don't know if that means you've eaten this.
Second bite.
Half of it.
Okay.
Second bite.
It's a little different flavor. It's kind of like Hawaiian or something. I can't tell what's in it.
I don't taste flavor anymore. At this point in time, I'm going to have PTSD over hot sauce. And so it's been a lot. So, Dallas, how about you? Do you eat a big bite or you're
It
nibbling?
was a decent bite.
Decent bite.
I'm feeling the bite in my tongue a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Biggest fan of spicy.
Okay. Well, join the train. We just had Becky and Sydney go through a lot of emotion in the session.
So emotions are okay?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
I would say, and I'll ask the people off camera, I think Diego's been the most emotional at this point. I think Diego struggled the most out of everybody.
I saw the picture.
He may still be, I don't know if he's doing well. So,
Okay.
We'll keep it moving. We're going to number 3. Blazing Basin. So, like our Blue Mar basins, so we have Blazing Basin. The heat scale, I'm sure you guys are super familiar with this, is yikes. So, don't know how to tell you a flavor, it's just yikes. So, let's go ahead and grab number 3 and dig in. As I said, you have water and milk in front of you as needed, and then as you get a good bite, we'll kind of ask some questions. Did you get a little blazing there, Dallas?
What's that? Sorry.
Did you get a little blazing? It got you?
Yeah, I'm feeling the jump up and spicy.
So Dallas, I'll kind of go to you. What makes you unique about this table and the group of people we have is not only are you Jared's best friend, as we've come to find out, you're actually JT's son-in-law.
Yep.
And so you married his daughter. So here you are coming to work for us recently. What made you want to say, I want to come work at Martin Aquatic where my best friend works, but my father-in-law works, and that whole dynamic? What kind of jumped out to you about that?
Yeah, I started in AV production doing video stuff. I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I'm usually behind it. And I worked at our church for a while. And the spices, it's there. So at that job, I discovered a love of 3D printing, and that turned into a love of 3D modeling. And I began to design 3D prints that would integrate our hardware into what different systems that we were using. And I told myself if I could 3D model and do stuff like this every day, I'd be happy. And when I found out about the job, Jared started working there. I was like, that sounds awesome. How do I get signed up? And it through a long process. I mean, I'm glad to be here. I'm loving my job.
Okay. Jared, how's this wing treating you?
I feel the tingleness in my lips.
Just a tingle?
Yeah, just a little bit of a tingle.
I will tell you, there have been plenty of people who've eaten the whole wing, everything off the bone. So just, if you guys want to make the all-star round, just giving you a heads up. Each wing, not just one wing.
Yeah, just all the wings.
Yeah. So
All the wings to the bone. Who are we competing with?
you would be competing against Alex and Buffalo Boy Jimmy. Nick made it there, but has called a sub-student, and so Pi is going to be the other challenger.
Oh.
So they also did no milk.
Touch the milk.
I'm just saying.
I'm milk free so far.
Alex was going through some motions. There's a lot of shake happening. So Jared, when you were here, obviously you talked to Dallas. What was it about the company? So, you watched your dad grow up here and kind of, build and once again, very different company. But what made you be like, hey, Dallas, come join me over here? What kind of appealed to you about that?
Well, before I worked here, I actually worked with Dallas.
Okay.
And so I already knew that we had a good, we were able to keep a good friendship outside of work, but then also work well together on different projects. So I kind of knew him working with me here would be good. I knew it would be, I knew we would work well together on any facet, but
So good. JC is thinking about the All-Star round.
He's going for it.
He's trying to challenge himself.
he's competitive.
I don't want to do this again, so he can have it.
It's kind of where Jimmy ended. He qualified, but I think he was like, I'm out. So I don't know if you.
I am genuinely hungry though, so I might keep eating while you ask questions.
Okay. Well, we're gonna ramp it up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. We're now gonna go up the scale meter. This is Sunburn Sizzle, wing number 4. Sunburn Sizzle has a heat scale of blistering. And so this is one that you're definitely want to get a good big bite of.
Oh, yeah.
And make sure that you get in there. This is I've eaten 7 of these today. I wish I'd eaten 0, but we're definitely gonna eat Sunburn Sizzle.
There's no sunscreen.
So if you guys want to grab your wing, make sure you get a good sniff of it. You'll feel it, and then we'll go ahead and bite into this, and I'll ask next question.
Yeah, I can feel that one before I taste it. Oh, it's so hot.
That was a step up.
It just hurts. So what you guys don't realize is that like the very first wing from like 8 hours ago comes back every time I eat that wing.
Just makes life not enjoyable.
That one's got more musk.
Sure. Jared,
Yeah.
you know, I work with my dad. You're now working with your dad. How do you find the balance of keeping professional life and personal life separate? Or how have you found that here about a year in now?
Yeah, I found we don't do a good job sometimes because we'll have dinner with my mom and my fiance, and we'll just be talking about work for an hour casually, and just and they'll be like, "You guys talk about work a lot." And I was like, "I didn't even realize we were talking about work the whole time." So we could probably do better. Oh, that's hitting me. That's hitting me.
Dallas, how have you found the balance of personal and professional? Obviously, your wife being his daughter and her brother, but how have you found that?
Kind of similar to what Jaron said.
Dallas is going through it. But, it was years at home.
It's been good.
Laugh so much.
I think we're able to find the time to still make that personal connection.
Yeah.
Like get lunch during work or hang out over the weekend.
JT, how challenge has been? Obviously, I've known Denise for 27 years, and Denise is very much mama hen and all that. How have you found as you've brought a second generation in here? How's that balance been more from the patriarch standpoint?
So the conversations that we've had is that the blessing that the company has been to me for 27 years now gets to start being the blessing to the next generation. And so she's really excited about it. I'm really excited about the legacy. It gives me a different drive when I come to work.
That's great. So, hey, guess on.
Are you crying because of the spice? Or are you crying because of the emotion?
It's just so emotional.
I just want to dice. No, it's the...
You guys are both crying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. There, no, stop.
Maybe you didn't take a big enough fight. Do we need to pause on number 4 and let you take another fight?
No, it's so bad. We can go. Mine's gone. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, there's some heat there.
He's calling you out.
Yeah. Just saying. Yeah.
Jared's not taking the bait. He's not going for it.
Told myself I wouldn't cry.
Sorry, it's the yeah. There's no, I can't contain that.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
Catch all those tears over there?
So as we're kind of going through this, before we go to sauce number 5, what are, so Dallas, you're in JT's studio. Jared, you're with Matt, one of our other directors. But how has it been, and kind of now you're in the different, but kind of a mentor, mentee. You're learning. You probably, I'm guessing, I should probably know, but I'm guessing you don't talk to JT every single day on every little project you do. You probably work to a project manager, and there's a little bit of layer, but how have you found that learning curve?
It's been great. The team is a very well structured, and he's done a very good job building his leaders into people who can train the people who can train me, so that there's a very good. Oh man, talking makes it worse. I haven't. I think it speaks well to his team that I haven't had to ask him questions, because there's people in the team that I'm able to reach that conclusion with, and still learn and progress myself and what I'm trying to do.
Yep. You guys on move number 5?
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Yeah, dude. Every group, including Becky and Annie, have finished. I'm just saying, they both were, their arms were twisted for them to come in here. So, my wife almost did not finish. She got real mad at me. Okay.
You good? Yeah.
Do you want, so I do have a potential something that might help with the berm. Would you like me to bring that out?
I don't know what that is.
That will not help with the burn.
It might coat. Would you like some tequila? We did this earlier with one of the other groups.
No, thank you.
No? Nobody? All right. So
Good.
all the guys off screen are like, please share the tequila. All right. So we're going to move number 5. Number 5 is affectionately the management track. Management track is a ball-headed, bearded hiss,
That's awesome.
which represents our senior leadership here. It is a heat scale of Infernope.
Inferno.
So it does step up a little bit. And so you'll want to grab that and get a bite. I will tell you, 4 is the worst.
Oh, 4 is the worst? The one we just said?
The one you just had is the one that sits with you the longest.
Oh, okay.
Should I called the 4th one Sun Shelf Sizzle? So would say like that?
They haven't. So we got a bunch of names. Oh, God.
Yeah, that last one hurts.
Well, that's gonna hurt.
Well, it's pretty good.
So, Jared, since you seem to be the one who's able to talk right now, part of you, and I'll say that a lot of the newer hires the last couple of years, we're losing. The newer hires last couple of years, are you part of the daily Magic the Gathering game?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it start?
So I started just last year. It was actually, I just had my 1-year anniversary a couple weeks ago. And it was like 2 or 3 weeks in. And I was just, I grabbed lunch with him quite a few times at the beginning. And then I made friends pretty quick with a lot of the guys, like Nick and Eli and Mapai. And
We had the 3 of them in a group earlier.
yes, yeah, that group. Yeah. So, and then Victor was the one who first encouraged me, because I was working for Victor. Bidoroka?
Yeah.
You going back for more?
Just checking it.
What? You going back for more?
Yeah.
Victor introduced me, and so he very quickly wrote me in. And a couple weeks later, I was like, all right, it's fun. I'm all in.
So, Dallas, did you play Magic before you worked here?
Yes.
Oh, you did.
When he got roped in,
Okay.
he came over to my apartment and he was like, I learned this new game, so now you have to too. And I love it now. We'll play with the guys so almost every lunch.
So if I understand correctly, you have to buy your own cards.
Yes.
Yep.
So how much money have you guys invested in your Magic set at this point?
So,
I mean, your fiance's gonna hear this.
even pleading the 5th.
Your wife can hear
Do you guys bet during this game? Like, is there like Victor? For the viewers, Victor is a ringleader of shots, a ringleader of betting, a ringleader of blanks. So is there like, do you guys wager daily in these games?
No.
No,
Why not?
we have tournaments and stuff. We should probably get on that though.
I mean, like, could at least pay for your lunch, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
JT, have you been tempted to, since you take very long leisurely lunches, have you been tempted?
Oh, I take long leisurely lunches now.
Have you been tempted to join the Magic the Gathering gaming?
No temptation.
No temptation. What about Pokemon? Did that tempt?
No temptation.
Okay.
I played Pokemon growing up, and I always asked him to play with me, and he never did. So
I'm a disappointment. I know.
How you doing?
so hot.
It's hot. Yeah, it's hot. So,
Can I have some more of this?
The fourth one's not going.
more milk?
Yes.
All right.
I've almost drained it.
All right. We'll pause for some milk reloads.
Laughing is making it worse. It's like you need my throat.
It's the air.
Laugh.
The breathing. The breathing.
The breathing. Okay,
Doing that.
you kind of just have to like
Stone cold.
just kind of go. So we're almost there. We'll go to the deep end. We'll go ahead and step there, and then we'll ask the final question. So, final sauce, the deep end. Our chicken is now a skeleton. It is
Dead.
A scale of H2O now. So it's gonna have some heat to it. It's not the same level as number 4.
Okay.
It's a totally different heat that hurts you in so many different ways.
Oh,
So
Really selling it.
Dallas,
on this floor?
at this point, I am. I've eaten a lot of these.
here we go.
That was stupid. I don't know why I took a second back. Was such a oh god.
It's on the back of my tongue.
Oh. Huh.
Oh, man. That'd be bird. Swallow that one.
It's got. Oh God! Don't take deep breaths.
It's got a bit of heat. That just sits on the back of your tongue for as far as I can tell, 8 hours at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe longer. GT, coming to you. 27 years at the firm. Had a chance to. We had the 3 OGs besides you on an earlier group. So JT's one of the 4 employees that predates me. But as you've gone through this, you've seen a lot of people come and go. More stay than go. We have a pretty good retention rate, pretty high. Breathing is such a poor choice right now. What words of wisdom for these 2 guys, for those watching, can you impart about, what you've seen in your 27 years? What are a couple key takeaways that you kind of like to remind yourself or even like to tell new people when they come in? I'm also going to say I'm pretty sure we're out of water down here, so could be a problem.
Did you hear his question?
I heard key takeaways. There were other words. They were blocked out by the inferno. That's traveling through my sinuses right now.
The H2 now hitting you.
It is. The portion of our team that is still here, all the OGs, have all made a distinct choice to be about team and not about self. Right? So to leave those words with you guys, could leave those words with all of our new folks. Martin Aquatic is a family if you make it a family. If you engage, right? If you engage in relationship with the people around you. Ken has said for years, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. We all thought he was crazy for a number of years for saying that, but it becomes a reality. I come to work and I genuinely enjoy the people that I work with. And if you don't engage with the people that are around you and build those relationships, you won't enjoy what you're doing, doesn't matter what you're. So it starts there, right? And if you've got those relationships, then we get to work on some really, really cool projects, right? And so if we can step out of the moments of chaos and deadlines and, pressures of the day and look at the bigger picture,
we get to have a lot of fun. So enjoy it. You know,
Dallas is not enjoying what's happening.
yeah. Not enjoying that last one?
No,
Yeah, that last one burns.
this wasn't part of the job interview.
You know, like you're like the third person who said that today.
Maybe it should be.
Yeah, maybe this is how we interview people now. It's just you versus Alex in a Hot Ones challenge. If you beat him, you get the job.
So is there a seventh one coming?
So you want there to be a seventh one coming?
No, I'm just asking.
You just take a shot of the sauce.
No, that would be a bad choice.
Jared, I'll kind of one final thought from you. You know, being here a year, obviously you've seen a big growth and change just in the year. We've hired, 10 new people since you've been here. What have you, being here a year now, not knowing what the future will hold, what is the thing that you're like, this is something I didn't know I was going to get to do, or something that you found more rewarding and more enjoyable since you've been here?
I mean, now that I'm kind of throughout this last year, I've also I got engaged. I'm getting married in a few weeks, and I moved out, and I'm looking forward to still being able to see my dad at work, talk to him, hang out with him, have lunches with him every now and again. That's something that I'm looking forward to, because we can still have that time together, even though we're not living together anymore.
So for now, they come. It goes in a cycle. My father-in-law now lives with me, so somehow. But Dallas, since you're holding together so well right now through this process, just in the few months you've been here, I think a little bit different. You kind of came in and got to go through different than some people, more of an orientation. We kind of put you with Joel and Luke and let them kind of impart to you a little bit of Martin Aquatic 101.
Right.
How'd you find that set you up for now being part of a production team?
I think it was a great way to set me up. Whereas I wasn't working on anything that I'm working on now, but I was working on like drilled down bits and pieces where I could see how things worked, and I'm. One second.
Milk break.
Oh, let me rephrase that. When I started, I was working on building these little pieces that now I'm building. You're using those little pieces in the bigger projects, and it really helps me like see the scale of what I'm doing. Like, is it like you said, starting with that orientation almost is like a really zoomed in view of what we do as a whole. And as I moved through that view became slightly more and more zoomed out, where today I can do anything. I'm learning new stuff every day. But I can tackle a project, and I can identify parts of that project that, that's what I started on. That's a suction assembly. And I built those like in my first week, and now I'm putting those in a room, building them in a room, and building a room. It's been cool.
That's great. And Dallas, I will say, you were the first time we've had a bunch of people come through, and we've done these interviews. Nobody got the luxury, I'll call it that, to be able to have that level of training, that level of intentionality. If we are as lucky with the other people who get to go through that as we have been with you, we'll have great staff moving forward. You obviously only been here a few months, but you've come out that way, and I think it speaks to, we as a firm, and JT, you can probably affirm this. Like we've always said, we hire for character. We'll teach them the skills. And I think 100%. That our team, hopefully those that have watched some of these videos have gotten to see some of our team. We've had a really fun time. You guys are now coming out of the heat a little bit. You're feeling kind of on the backside, just in time for us to pull out the seventh sauce. But it's been great. Kind of getting to host this and go through that. But we've heard it through. We've really built a family. It's a family business for me. JT has known me long enough to know I didn't want to do this, so I can speak to Jared and Dallas. And I grew up never wanting to do this. I grew up not wanting to work in the company. I feel very fortunate that when I came in was kind of the worst time of the company. It sounds weird, like recession. It was just a bad time in the economy. But myself, JT, Matt, Luke, Joel, my dad, we rebuilt the company to what we're doing now. And so we really kind of have two sides of the coin, couple phases. And so we're excited to, you know, be able to do fun Christmas gifts for our clients and be able to showcase what we do. But thank you guys for doing this.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll be okay. The heat will subside, maybe. I don't know. Annie, did the heat go away?
My hands hurt.
Your hands hurt.
Her hands hurt. So,
Those 2 fingers.
so with that, this has been Hot Takes with Martin Aquatic. We thank you guys for tuning in and watching another episode. Stay tuned for more in the future as we do more hot takes with our team members. Thank you.